My journey started way back in 1997 when I was still living in Thailand back then. My goal was always to be an IFBB professional, so I knew I had to come here to the US and start competing in the NPC, which I basically picked. My first show was back in 1997. I remember that was in San Diego at the Pacific Beach High School. I remember that exactly. It was my very first show, and that was the Border States Classics, which I won the overall, and that qualified me for the NPC Nationals back in 1997. And that was basically the first national show I ever done. So I'm looking at guys that I was reading about in magazines like Tom Prince. He won that year. So that was basically, like I said, my first national show. I got fourth, and I was just crazy ecstatic about that because I didn't know what to expect coming from Thailand, and which qualified me for being in again in the national shows the following year. So, and I was thinking about taking off one year, but I was advised by a few people in the industry not to wait for another year and go straight to the USA's, which I did about 8 months later, and that was the first. It was 1998, which was the first year they introduced the super heavies, and that was for me. I went there and I was just dreaming about being in the top 6. So after they announced me in 1998 Mr. USA overall champion, I was officially an IFBB Pro, which is almost, I can say, history, because by turning pro, the whole view of bodybuilding changed for me a little bit, because now it was not about just trophies anymore. Now we start fighting for checks. So my journey as an IFBB professional was, it was a dream that I had ever since I started training, and that dream was to be on the Mr. Olympia stage and being able to meet some of these guys that I was looking up to. And that's, like I said, I had a pro career of 12 years, and within these 12 years I went to probably 50, 60 different countries just because of bodybuilding, and the NPC and the IFBB, of course. And I met so many great friends and met so many people and got so many connections, and and I'm looking back at it, I wouldn't change one day in the last 12 years I had with the NPC and the IFBB. My name is Dennis James, and I got my start in NPC.